Hey, what up peeps, it's Phil back again with another video, and in this one we're going to just be exploring the song mode in the MPC 500. A lot of the times I would just create my tracks using the mute groups, so I decided to kind of explore, and I kind of figured out this method that kind of brings in the best of both worlds. So yeah, just come along with me in this video and I'll show you what I mean. Okay, so what I would like to do here is just kind of explain to you my sequence right now. And so if you see in the track mute menu, I have track 8, 9, 10, and 11 muted. Maybe I'll mute 12 as well. And let's just play it out to hear what it sounds like.
When the summer came, when the summer came, when the summer came, when the summer came.
Alright, so as you can see, we have different sequences put onto the mute track. So how would I use that song mode in this case? So what I'd like to do is basically take this sequence. See, I have sequence 1 right over here, and then go to params, and then I would go to copy sequence to sequence from sequence 1 to sequence 2. Alright, and now in sequence 2 I can assign which mute tracks to come forth with the sequence itself. So from sequence 1 to sequence 2 there'll be a difference in what's muted and what's not muted. So for sequence 1, let's just go back to sequence 1. We can see that if we take off 7, then that will be unmuted. And so on and so forth. So let's say in track 1 you have everything that's unmuted except for 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And for sequence 2 I can do the same thing, except I'll put on 8. So let's say if I play it right now, oops, I'm gonna do that again, hold on. So for this part, I just want to make an intro in sequence 3. So I don't need to copy it specifically. What I'd like to do is I just put in the same BPM, which is 85. Oops, you have to actually put a 0 at the end, 850, there you go. Go to params, it'll be, you know what, I can leave it on 2 bars. Yeah, you know what, let's just leave it on 2 bars. And I just kind of took the first part of the sample and I reversed it, so you can hear that. Okay, let me just record it in. From here I can apply some reverb on it, so I just go to Effect, send to Effects 2, because I don't think Effects 1 has reverb, but the Effects section 2 does, so let's just see. Okay, so now we have our intro on sequence 3. We have the beginning of the verse on sequence 1 and the continuation on sequence 2. And so now we can copy sequence 2, go to, again, params to copy sequence. So from sequence 2 to sequence 4, use that, and now go to the track mute menu, unmute that, put this on. See, I like this part without the hi-hat on here. Alright, so it's pretty cool. Okay, from here I'm gonna copy this sequence. So I go back to params, you know the deal, to sequence 5, oops, cancel, copy from sequence 4 to sequence 5, do it, and now in the track mute section, I'll put it on 10. It's just a variation of that bar, and let me just put like a bridge or like something to split up the sequences. So on sequence 6, I'll go 850. On sequence 6, what I'll put is this sample. So yeah, we'll see how that sounds. Let's just record it.
When the summer came, when the summer came, when the summer came.
Let me just undo it right now.
When the summer came, when the summer came, when the summer came, when the summer came.
So this is the part when we finally go into the song mode, and I'll show you how that works. Okay, so now this is song 1, it's unused. So go to assign sequence, and I'll assign my sequence 3. And of course, actually before we do that, go back to sequence, and you can name your sequences actually to make this part easier, because the whole word sequence is actually pretty long and you won't be able to really see what numbers, or it's kind of hard to remember everything. So you can just write, let's say, intro. And let's say sequence 2, I'll do V2. Sequence 1, you go V1, params. For sequence 4, I'll just do VE1.
When the summer came.
And this will be a bridge. So, yeah. gonna go back into song mode. So you go mode song. And so for the first part, we want our intro. So we go to intro, and I want that to repeat twice. Part 2, we want the first verse, and I also want that to repeat twice. And third part, we want our second verse, and I want that to repeat twice.
When the summer came, when the summer came, when the summer came, when the summer came, when the summer came.
Right over here, and yeah, let's just hear it.
When the summer came, when the summer came, when the summer came, when the summer came. When the summer came, when the summer came.
Okay, so I might want to make edits actually, because I'm not fully satisfied with my track here. So I can go to, let's say, intro, and let me copy that. Copy intro from to unused. So it'll be, let's say, intro 2. And from here, let me just put a hi-hat sequence. Okay, and if I want to just adjust that, I go to sequence edit and then timing correct. And I can go from the beginning of the sequence to the end. Just do it. So instead of putting the first sequence twice, I mean the intro sequence twice, I could do the intro first and then the intro 2 after that. And for the bridge,
When the summer came.
I feel like it stops too abruptly, so what I can do is I can add something from, let's say, pad 8. So let me just try this out.
When the summer came, 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 when the summer came.
Let me go to song. And so on the intro, we're going to repeat that once. And then afterwards, part 2, we're going to put intro 2. Alright, so let's hear it.
When the summer came, when the summer came. When the summer came, when the summer came.
So I really hope you've learned something today about the song mode on the MPC 500. Of course, if it wasn't clear to you, or if you have any other questions, or if I made any mistakes, please leave it down below in the comments. I like to hear from you. I like to hear your feedback, and let me know any other ideas for future videos regarding the MPC 500 or any of my other gear, which are the pocket operators, Volcas, and I have also the Castle by Bastel Instruments. So yeah, of course, have a nice day, and peace.